Right now at 5:30, investigators say lightning is most likely to blame for a major fire in Jessamine County. We'll have more coming up in a live report.
Also on WKYT this morning, a fugitive from Arizona has been caught here in Lexington decades later. We'll tell you how he escaped capture for so long.
And we have a major traffic alert to let you know about this morning. It could impact your commute in Lexington.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's a foggy start to this Wednesday morning, June 17th, and we welcome you in. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It's Wednesday. You may likely be thinking about your weekend. I know I am already. So you'll want to have a plan B, and we'll have a little bit more on that later.
Because of rain. It could be intense. We'll check in right now with Micah there in our First Alert Weather Center. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we have the front right over us, and that is causing some showers and thunderstorms back toward the west. Not so much for our neck of the woods just yet, but I do expect this in at least the far northwestern zones. Places like Frankfort, Bardstown, Simpsonville, Shelbyville, and up toward Owenton. That's probably your best bet at this rain here in the next couple of hours. But as of right now, just a couple of sprinkles north of Lexington. Now, there is a fog issue in some spots. Not all spots. It's very patchy, but where it is patchy, it's extremely dense. Planning out your hump day, here we go toward the afternoon. We're holding on to the mid-80s again, and yes, again, some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of these could be strong, potentially a few isolated severe cells. I'll dive into that further detail, and also your weekend does not look good. With Tropical Storm Bill, well, the remnants of it. I'll have that update and how that will affect it coming up.
Okay, we'll see in a bit with that. And as Micah said, these storms moving through are bringing some high winds, heavy rain, and a lot of lightning to the Commonwealth as well.
And investigators say that lightning caused a house fire out in Jessamine County yesterday. WKYT's Hillary Thornton's at our live desk. Hillary, what do firefighters say helped this fire spread?
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. Firefighters believe that lightning strike sparked a fire in the attic of the home, which they say provided plenty of fuel for the flames to quickly engulf the home. You can see in the picture behind me what First Alert Defender looked like at that time. WKYT's chief meteorologist Chris Bailey says the storm brought nearly 1,000 lightning strikes as it moved through that area of Jessamine County yesterday evening. Firefighters from multiple departments were called to the home in the Harrods Ridge neighborhood near Golf Club of the Bluegrass, just off of US 68. Those in the home say they saw sparks fly out of outlets when the lightning hit, and neighbors in the area say they could see flames shooting high into the air and could feel the heat coming from the burning home.
An attic is an open area with plenty of fuel, so it doesn't take too many minutes for that to get going, and a lightning strike, obviously very powerful force that creates a lot of heat.
Could feel the heat. I mean, that's how big the fire was, and that's how close we were to it.
Firefighters say the home is destroyed, but thankfully they say the family inside did get out safely, and that is thanks to working smoke detectors in the home. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you. And people out in Texas are bracing for heavy rain and flooding as the remnants of Tropical Storm Bill move inland. Flash flood warnings are in effect for some areas in south central Texas, and meteorologists are warning that strong winds will last throughout the day. Wendy Gillette has the latest.
Tropical Storm Bill weakened to a depression overnight, whipping up waves along the Texas coast as it continues to move slowly inland. Many residents in the area who voluntarily evacuated yesterday are not happy about the threat of more rain.
My biggest concern is just for everybody that has property here.
Bill blew ashore as a tropical storm late yesterday morning, packing 60-mile-an-hour winds. The system is losing strength as it moves over land, but is still likely to bring 4 to 8 inches of rain to eastern Texas and up to a foot farther north. In Grand Prairie, some have already received flood evacuation orders.
We are sick of it, really sick of it.
The severe weather comes just weeks after heavy rains left more than 30 people dead and damaged thousands of homes in Texas and Oklahoma. Officials in Dallas are not taking any chances. Crews are running pumps and opening emergency operation centers as the storm rolls in.
To have all the decision makers in one room, so if anything that needs to happen can happen very quickly.
Bill is expected to bring more severe weather to parts of the South and Midwest as it moves east. Wendy Gillette for CBS News.
FEMA says it has paid $38 million in Texas flood insurance claims so far.
Well, we are learning more about James Holmes, the man accused of shooting and killing 12 people at a movie theater out in Aurora, Colorado. His former psychiatrist has taken to the stand in the trial. She says he had talked about wanting to kill people, but only in general terms. She says she had no idea he was planning the theater shooting. However, she does say that she had several concerns about his mental state.
I put contemptuous, devaluing, evasive, guarded, hostile, suspicious, and uncooperative. I still had significant concerns about his homicidal thoughts and potential dangerousness.
Well, Fenton has acknowledged she is being sued by the family members of the victims for the way she handled Holmes's therapy. Prosecutors hope to rest their case by this upcoming Tuesday.
As 2 people recover from shark attacks in North Carolina, one is speaking out from the hospital. A young girl and a teen boy are recovering from shark attacks. Deputies in North Carolina are now scouring the shorelines for other sharks and telling people to stay away from the water. The teen who lost his arm to one of the sharks describes the terrifying experience.
It just kind of hit my arm, and it was that was the first I saw. It was when it was biting up my left arm, kind of. Then it got that off eventually, and it swam. Well, I don't know if it swam away, but I was able to move, and I got out of the water with the help of my cousin.
Local authorities say they will only shoot sharks if someone is in imminent danger. So far, no sharks have been shot.
Well, a man wanted in Arizona for more than 30 years has been found in central Kentucky. Police say Daryl Bullock skipped parole back in 1983 after being convicted on theft charges in Arizona. For the last 25 years, he's been living and working in Lincoln County. Police say until recently, authorities were only searching for Bullock in Arizona. But last week, police there put Bullock on a nationwide search list, and he was then arrested. Bullock told police he was once arrested for drunk driving in the Cumberland Gap Tunnel and even spent 6 months in prison. But at that time, police in the area didn't know he was wanted in Arizona.
Starting next week, it's going to be harder to buy some over-the-counter cough medicines here in Kentucky. A week from today, a new state law will take effect, and it will be involving medicines that contain dextromethorphan. If you want to buy those medicines, you'll have to show a photo ID and sign a document saying that you're over the age of 18. You'll also face a limit of how much of it you can buy. Supporters of the new law say it will prevent robo-tripping, that is, using certain cough medicines improperly in order to get high. For a look at all of the new state laws going into effect next week, just go to our website, WKYT.com.
An alert this morning for shoppers in Lexington. Police say thieves have been stealing purses. At least 2 thefts have been reported in the last week, one at the Richmond Road Kroger, the other at the Meijer in Hamburg. In one case, Lexington police say a thief stole a woman's purse right from her shopping cart as she was walking into the store. In the other case, they say the thief stole a purse from a cart while the victim was loading groceries into her car. So far, police have not made any arrests for these crimes. So always keep that in mind as you head out to the store.
Be careful, yeah.
Yikes. If you didn't catch the NBA Finals last night in Cleveland, the Golden State Warriors are the 2015 champions. Andre Iguodala won the MVP award for the NBA Finals.
But here in Kentucky, we're celebrating our own shining star of the game.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
What a powerful voice. That is Marlana Van Hoos of Johnson County. She sang the national anthem before last night's game in Cleveland. Marlana was born blind, but that certainly has not stopped her. She has performed in front of many large crowds in Kentucky as well as around the country, and really sounded great last night.
Oh, yeah.
Starting today, 2 major lane closures could slow traffic down significantly here in the Lexington area. Starting at 9 o'clock this morning, the right lane of Interstate 75 on the Clays Ferry Bridge will close at the Madison-Fayette County lines. And at 9 o'clock tonight, a lane of New Circle Road will close. WKYT's Victor Puente is live from New Circle Road with more on those projects. Victor, good morning.
Those lane closures are spread out. The one on the interstate begins this morning. The one here on New Circle Road begins tonight and can still be impacting drivers who are on the road this time tomorrow. Now, that closure was originally scheduled for last night, but was pushed back because of rain. It's going to impact the right lane of the outer loop here on New Circle Road between Leestown Road and Old Frankfort Pike. The closure is happening so concrete can be poured on a bridge deck. It starts tonight at 9 and goes through tomorrow morning at 7. It's not the only closure drivers will have to navigate. The right lane of southbound I-75 will be closed this morning near the 98-mile marker. And that's for bridge deck patching. That work is supposed to end by 3:30 this afternoon. The Transportation Cabinet is keeping 2 lanes open on the interstate, but they warn that in both cases there could be delays. Live in Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
All right, Victor, thank you.
Yeah, it could be an impact to you, so
Nice
good
to know. That's right. Let's check live drive traffic this morning and see what's going on bright and early out there with a look right at the moment. We'll see what's going on. Let you know, in addition to what we just heard from Victor.
A great little tool is the Waze app. We've told you about it before. You can download it on your iPad or smartphone. I know I have to pull that thing out sometimes when I get stuck in traffic, and it's good to be able to see what maybe is tying the roads up.
So let's take a look at it right now and see what is going on out there at the moment. We're hearing a lot of reports of fog out there this morning. It is very patchy, but those patches can be large areas. I know coming in this morning across the Clays Ferry Bridge, as well as around exit 104 there at Athens Boonesboro, very low visibility this morning. And so everybody watch out. And even that rain that we had earlier today may make for some extra slick roadways.
Yeah, they say that that definitely causes a problem when it even is the smallest amount of rain, so just take it easy out on the roads.
And there's a lot more news coming up on WKYT on your Wednesday morning.
We're looking outside at those storms back toward the west. Louisville really getting hammered at this moment, but how long until we see it in our neck of the woods, and who's going to be experiencing this? I'll have that with even strong thunderstorms in your forecast coming up.